From a $35 million Texas estate designed to house his 11 kids, to futuristic glass mansion projects, and the Hillsborough estate once owned by French nobility with grand ballrooms, in this video, we're taking you inside Elon Musk's most extravagant mansions around the globe. Let's begin with the Austin family compound. The Austin family compound, totaling $35 million, represents Musk's most ambitious residential project, designed specifically to house his 11 living children and their mothers in what can only be described as a modern-day dynasty. This isn't just a home, it's a carefully orchestrated family ecosystem that screams wealth and strategic planning at every corner. The centerpiece of this empire is a stunning 400-square-foot Tuscan-style villa that would make Italian nobility weep with envy. Picture Mediterranean architectural elements sprawling across acres of prime Austin real estate, where luxury isn't just an amenity but the very foundation of daily life. This main residence serves as the primary hub where Musk's vision of familial unity plays out against a backdrop of unimaginable opulence. The villa's interior design philosophy embraces both grandeur and functionality, featuring sprawling living areas with soaring ceilings that accommodate large family gatherings. Premium finishes throughout the property include imported marble surfaces, custom millwork, and state-of-the-art smart home technology that would make Tony Stark jealous. The gourmet kitchen complex features professional-grade appliances, multiple islands, and enough storage to feed a small army of Musk offspring. Directly behind this architectural masterpiece sits a substantial 6-bedroom mansion that most mortals would consider their dream home. Yet here it merely serves as additional living space for family members. The compound's design philosophy embraces interconnectedness while maintaining the privacy that billions of dollars can buy, creating an environment where Musk's children can grow up together despite their complex family dynamics. This secondary mansion boasts its own complete amenities package, including multiple living areas, modern bathrooms with spa-quality fixtures, and outdoor recreational spaces that seamlessly blend with the main villa's landscape design. The property features meticulously manicured gardens, outdoor dining pavilions, and recreation areas designed to foster sibling bonding among Musk's expanding brood. A third mansion, located approximately 10 minutes away, completes this residential trinity, serving as Musk's personal retreat when he graces Austin with his presence. This strategic separation allows the world's richest man to maintain proximity to his offspring, while preserving the solitude necessary for running multiple billion-dollar enterprises. The compound also includes a separate $12 million waterfront estate with 8,000 square feet used as a luxurious guest house, featuring high-end amenities and scenic views that provide additional accommodation for extended family or distinguished visitors. This brings the total investment closer to $47 million for the complete compound experience. The compound's purpose extends far beyond mere accommodation, reflecting Musk's pro-natalist ideology and his genuine concern about global population decline. The billionaire has publicly stated that declining birth rates represent the biggest danger civilization faces by far, and this compound serves as his personal contribution to addressing that crisis. Currently, only Siobhan Zilis, a Neuralink executive and mother of 3 of Musk's children, has moved into the compound, while custody disputes with Grimes have prevented the full realization of Musk's familial vision. Zilis, who gave birth to twins Strider and Azure in 2021 and a third child in 2024, represents the compound's first successful resident integration. The property's location in a wealthy Austin neighborhood, notably not within a gated community, reflects an unusual choice for someone of Musk's stature. This decision necessitated extraordinary security measures and privacy protocols that transform ordinary suburban living into something resembling a witness protection program for billionaires. Privacy came at a premium, with Musk paying up to 70% above market value and requiring sellers to sign multiple non-disclosure agreements. This level of secrecy transformed Austin's wealthy neighborhoods into something resembling a fortress of discretion, where money buys silence as effectively as it purchases real estate. The compound's design reflects Musk's broader vision of creating a luxurious oasis that functions as a tech hub, eco-sanctuary, and fortress of solitude rolled into one impossibly expensive package. Solar panels, energy-efficient systems, and sustainable landscaping align with Musk's environmental commitments while providing the infrastructure necessary for modern luxury living. Westlake Hills, the fortress that angered the neighbors. Nestled in the ritzy cul-de-sac of Stratford Reserve Place in Westlake Hills, Texas, Musk's $6 million mansion has become the neighborhood's most controversial property, transforming an upscale suburban street into what locals now call Fort Knox. This 900-square-foot residence with 6 bedrooms proves that even billionaires can't escape homeowner association drama. The modern mansion, built in 2016, spans approximately 2 acres of sloping terrain and serves multiple purposes within Musk's complex Austin real estate portfolio. Originally designed as a contemporary residence with clean lines and premium finishes, it has evolved into something resembling a high-security operations center that happens to have bedrooms. The property's transformation from peaceful suburban residence to fortified compound began almost immediately after Musk's acquisition in 2022. The mansion's contemporary architecture, featuring large windows and open spaces typical of modern luxury design, created security challenges that traditional residential construction never anticipated addressing. The property's most notorious feature is its unauthorized 16-foot chain-link fence that violated 6 Westlake Hills city ordinances, exceeding the city's 6-foot height limit by an impressive 10.5 feet on the west side. Musk's team later retrofitted this monstrosity with black steel fencing and mature vegetation, because apparently nothing says, "I'm just a regular neighbor," like a fence that could contain velociraptors. The fence installation created a domino effect of neighborhood tensions, with residents citing increased traffic, noise disruptions, and the general militarization of their once peaceful cul-de-sac. The property's sloping terrain and protected trees created engineering challenges that Musk's security team solved with brute force rather than architectural finesse. Security measures include a keypad-activated metal gate, outward-facing surveillance cameras, and round-the-clock armed guards who change shifts 3 times daily. One neighbor, Paul Hemmer, reported being recorded by Musk's cameras while urinating on his own property, which raises questions about exactly how much surveillance one billionaire needs to feel safe. The security apparatus extends beyond physical barriers to include sophisticated monitoring systems that track movement throughout the neighborhood. Multiple vehicles associated with security operations create a constant presence that transforms the residential character of the area into something resembling a corporate campus or government facility. Paul Hemmer, a retired real estate agent and Tesla owner who ironically became Musk's most vocal critic, has maintained 24/7 surveillance of the property using drones and documentation. His reports include incidents of loud parties, with drivers shouting about events at E's house and complaints about being falsely reported to police for alleged indecency while on his own property. The mansion briefly served as a residence for Musk, Grimes, and their 3 children from April to August 2023 during custody proceedings, though neighbors noted it operates more like a 24/7 security office than a traditional family home. The property's transformation from peaceful suburban residence to fortified compound sparked 2 years of city council battles before Musk finally received approval for his modifications in July 2025. The custody battle context added another layer of complexity to the property's use, with increased security measures reflecting concerns about privacy and protection for Musk's children. The temporary family residence period demonstrated the mansion's capability to function as both fortress and home, though neighbors questioned whether such intensive security was necessary in their quiet suburban enclave. After a contentious 2-hour debate, the Westlake Hills City Council approved 4 variances with a 3-2 vote, allowing the modified fence and gate to remain. The approval came with conditions including replacing the keypad gate with remote openers and adding mature vegetation to soften the fortress-like appearance, proving that even billionaires must occasionally bow to suburban aesthetics. The city council proceedings revealed the tension between individual property rights and community standards, with Mayor Pro Tem Gordon Bowman expressing frustration at approving retroactive modifications. The debate highlighted broader questions about wealth, privilege, and whether extraordinary circumstances justify extraordinary measures in residential neighborhoods. The approved modifications included drainage easement fencing, steel gate repositioning below street level, and landscape screening designed to minimize the compound's visual impact on neighboring properties. These compromises represent rare instances where Musk's team agreed to modify their security vision to accommodate community concerns. Boca Chica, the $50,000 prefab that broke the internet. In a move that redefined billionaire living, Musk transformed a $50,000 boxable casita into his claimed primary residence, proving that sometimes the most expensive thing about luxury is choosing to live without it. This 375-square-foot prefabricated marvel sits steps from SpaceX's Starbase in remote Boca Chica, Texas, where the Gulf of Mexico meets Musk's interplanetary ambitions. The casita features an ingenious open-plan design that maximizes every square inch with modular furniture, including a sofa that transforms into a bed and a wall-mounted TV serving as the entertainment hub. Floor-to-ceiling glass doors flood the interior with natural light, creating an airy feel that belies the home's compact footprint. and proving that good design doesn't require good square footage. The interior design philosophy embraces minimalism without sacrificing functionality, featuring built-in storage solutions that disappear into walls and furniture that serves multiple purposes. Smart lighting systems create ambience while consuming minimal energy, aligning with Musk's sustainability commitments and the practical limitations of off-grid living in remote coastal Texas. The kitchen comes equipped with full-sized appliances including a refrigerator, dual sink, electric stovetop, oven, microwave, dishwasher, and washer-dryer combination, offering functionality that would make Manhattan studio dwellers weep with envy. A foldable dining table with barstool seating maximizes space while providing a functional eating area where the world's richest man presumably enjoys his meals. The kitchen's efficiency demonstrates how luxury can be redefined through intelligent design rather than sheer size. Premium appliances compressed into minimal space create a culinary environment that rivals much larger kitchens, proving that Musk's downsizing experiment didn't require culinary compromises. Counter space maximization through fold-out surfaces and hidden storage compartments. Counter space maximization through fold-out surfaces and hidden storage compartments allows the tiny kitchen to function as both workspace and entertainment area. The integration of smart home technology enables voice-controlled appliances and automated systems that enhance convenience within the compact environment. Built with a steel frame, insulated concrete panels, and EPS foam, the structure boasts resistance to hurricanes, floods, mold, and water damage. Because when you're planning to colonize Mars, your Earth home should probably survive a Category 5 hurricane. The home's foldable design allows it to collapse to 8.5 feet for transport and can be set up in less than a day, making it more portable than most people's emotional baggage. The construction materials represent cutting-edge prefabricated building technology with non-degradable components designed for long-term durability in extreme coastal conditions. The steel frame provides structural integrity that exceeds traditional residential construction, while insulated panels maintain energy efficiency in Texas's challenging climate. The casita's portability extends beyond mere transportation convenience to represent a philosophy of flexible living that aligns with Musk's vision of space colonization. The ability to quickly establish comfortable living spaces could prove invaluable for Mars habitats or emergency housing situations on Earth. Walter Isaacson's August 2023 photo revealed personal touches, including a black and silver rocket sculpture and a katana sword on a wooden coffee table, because apparently even minimalist billionaires need conversation pieces. The image sparked global fascination with Musk's downsizing experiment and boosted Boxable's profile to stratospheric levels. The interior decorating choices reflect Musk's personality while maintaining the minimalist aesthetic, with each item serving both functional and symbolic purposes. The rocket sculpture represents his space exploration ambitions, while the katana suggests appreciation for precision craftsmanship and historical artifacts. The sparse but meaningful decoration philosophy demonstrates how personal space can reflect individual values without requiring extensive material accumulation. Every visible item in the casita serves multiple purposes: aesthetic, functional, and symbolic representation of Musk's diverse interests and ambitions. Musk's mother, May, revealed sleeping in the garage during visits, underscoring the home's compact nature and lack of excess space for guests. This tiny house has become a symbol of Musk's minimalist philosophy, while serving as a real-world prototype for sustainable housing solutions and potential Mars habitats, proving that sometimes the smallest spaces generate the biggest headlines. Boxable's company profile has benefited enormously from Musk's endorsement, with waitlists exceeding 100,000 units and $24 million raised in crowdfunding. The tiny home movement gained significant momentum from Musk's high-profile adoption of prefabricated living, inspiring downsizing trends among both wealthy individuals and cost-conscious families seeking sustainable housing alternatives. The Hillsborough estate, $30 million of French nobility. The crown jewel of Musk's pre-minimalist era was the historic Guignacourt estate in Hillsborough, California, a 16,000 square foot Mediterranean masterpiece that he purchased for $23.4 million in 2017 and sold for $30 million in November 2021. This wasn't just a house, it was a piece of living history that had belonged to French nobility for 150 years. Situated on 47 acres of forested sanctuary just 20 minutes south of San Francisco, the four-story mansion featured 9 bedrooms bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and a staff wing with 6 additional bedrooms, because apparently when you're planning to revolutionize transportation and space travel, you need room for an army of helpers. The estate's grandeur reflected old-world European sophistication that money simply cannot buy today. The property's forest setting created a private sanctuary that felt worlds away from Silicon Valley's technological hustle, with hiking trails winding through canyons and around a private reservoir. Ancient trees and mature landscaping provided natural privacy barriers that no amount of fencing could replicate, creating an atmosphere of serene isolation perfect for contemplating Mars colonization. The mansion boasted a grand ballroom for entertaining, a library with fireplace and concealed bar, and a flower arranging room that spoke to its aristocratic heritage. A pavilion adorned with 18th century Chinese wallpaper overlooked the pool, creating an atmosphere where East met West in a display of international luxury that would make UNESCO jealous. The grand ballroom represented old-world entertaining on a scale that modern billionaires rarely attempt, with soaring ceilings, crystal chandeliers, and architectural details that required generations of craftsmen to perfect. The space could accommodate hundreds of guests for formal events that would have rivaled European palace gatherings. The library's concealed bar represented the kind of sophisticated design element that separates true luxury from mere expensive furnishing, with hidden mechanisms and secret passages that added intrigue to intellectual pursuits. The fireplace created a cozy atmosphere for reading or intimate conversations away from the mansion's more formal spaces. The flower arranging room reflected aristocratic traditions where household staff maintained elaborate floral displays throughout the estate, demonstrating attention to aesthetic details that extended far beyond basic luxury into the realm of cultural refinement and domestic artistry. Built in 1912 by the de Guignes family, French nobility who owned it for a century and a half, the estate came with hiking trails, canyons, and a private reservoir spread across its expansive grounds. Scenic San Francisco Bay views enhanced the property's prestige, offering vistas that no amount of Tesla stock options could replicate elsewhere. The de Guignes family's century-and-a-half ownership created layers of history embedded in every room, with architectural modifications and personal touches accumulated across generations of aristocratic living. The estate represented continuity of wealth and refinement that transcended individual ownership, making Musk's purchase both a real estate transaction and cultural stewardship opportunity. The private reservoir and extensive grounds provided self-sufficiency that appealed to Musk's practical sensibilities, offering water security and recreational opportunities that transformed the estate into a completely self-contained world. The hiking trails and natural features created recreational amenities that no urban mansion could match. Kirill Evstratov, CEO of Unlimit and serial entrepreneur, purchased the estate, recognizing the same special qualities that attracted Musk. The sale marked the completion of Musk's California real estate divestment, representing his final break from traditional luxury in favor of his Texas-based minimalist experiment. Evstratov's purchase demonstrated the estate's appeal to international tech entrepreneurs who appreciate both historical significance and modern luxury amenities. The transaction represented a changing of the guard from American tech innovation to global entrepreneurship, with the estate continuing to serve visionary business leaders. Musk described the property as ideal for a large family, and the $6.6 million profit he earned demonstrated that even in his rush to embrace minimalism, the man could still recognize a sound real estate investment when he owned one. The sale timing coincided perfectly with California real estate market peaks, maximizing Musk's return while facilitating his philosophical transition toward minimalist living. The Bel Air Colonial, $29 million of California dreaming. The centerpiece of Musk's former California empire was a magnificent 248-square-foot colonial mansion in Bel Air that he purchased for $17 million in 2012 and sold for $29 million in June 2020. This white stucco masterpiece overlooking the Bel Air Country Club represented everything glamorous about Los Angeles luxury living before Musk decided possessions were weighing him down. The French country estate-inspired residence featured 7 bedrooms and 13 bathrooms spread across 1.67 acres, including a master suite with dual bathrooms and closets that could house a small village. High ceilings and open floor plans created an atmosphere of grandeur that whispered old money, while accommodating Musk's growing family and their increasingly complex lifestyle needs. The master suite represented luxury on a scale that most people experience only in luxury hotels, with separate his and hers bathrooms featuring marble surfaces, steam showers, and soaking tubs that could accommodate small swimming sessions. Walk-in closets with custom organization organizational systems provided storage for wardrobes that could outfit entire fashion shows. The mansion's French country inspiration manifested in architectural details that transported residents from Los Angeles suburbia to European countryside elegance, with stone accents, arched doorways, and wrought iron fixtures that created authentic old-world atmosphere within a thoroughly modern structure. Luxury amenities included a two-story library perfect for intellectual pursuits, a wine cellar with 1,000 bottle capacity, and a home theater for entertainment. The property featured a lighted tennis court, swimming pool, spa, and fruit orchard with apple trees, because when you're revolutionizing electric vehicles, you apparently also need to cultivate your own produce. The two-story library created a scholarly atmosphere that supported Musk's reputation as a voracious reader and intellectual, with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, reading nooks, and study areas that facilitated both solitary research and collaborative meetings. The space doubled as an informal office for Tesla and SpaceX discussions away from corporate headquarters. The wine cellar's 1,000 bottle capacity demonstrated serious commitment to viticulture appreciation, with climate-controlled storage, tasting areas, and organizational systems that would satisfy professional sommeliers. The collection represented both investment and entertaining assets for hosting distinguished guests and business associates. The home theater provided private screening capabilities that rivaled commercial cinemas, with professional projection systems, surround sound, and luxury seating that transformed movie nights into exclusive entertainment experiences. The space hosted both family gatherings and business presentations requiring audio-visual sophistication. 5 garages, a fully equipped gym, and a 2-room guest suite ensured every conceivable need was met, while outdoor dining areas with fire pits provided perfect settings for social gatherings under California's perpetually perfect weather. The estate's design maximized both privacy and entertainment value, creating a sanctuary where business moguls could relax. The fully equipped gym eliminated the need for external fitness facilities, featuring professional-grade equipment, mirrored walls, and space for everything from weightlifting to yoga sessions. The convenience of home fitness supported Musk's demanding schedule while maintaining privacy for workout routines. The guest suite provided luxurious accommodation for visiting family members, business associates, or distinguished guests, with separate entrances, complete living amenities, and privacy that allowed extended stays without disrupting the main household's daily routines. William Ding, billionaire CEO of NetEase and blockchain investor worth approximately $26 billion, purchased the mansion. The sale represented Musk's first major real estate divestment following his famous "no house" tweet, marking the beginning of his journey toward minimalist living. Ding's purchase demonstrated the property's appeal to international tech billionaires who appreciate both Los Angeles' luxury lifestyle and proximity to innovation centers. The transaction facilitated Musk's philosophical transition while ensuring the estate continued serving visionary entrepreneurs. The property's proximity to Gene Wilder's former home across the street allowed Musk to control both the view and neighborhood aesthetic, demonstrating his attention to environmental details that extended far beyond his own property lines and into the broader landscape of luxury living. This strategic neighborhood control reflected Musk's comprehensive approach to privacy and aesthetic management. The Bel Air package deal, $84 million of strategic brilliance. In December 2020, Musk executed one of Los Angeles' most impressive real estate transactions, selling 4 adjoining Bel Air mansions as a package deal for $84.1 million to developer Adi Tavangarian. This wasn't just a sale, it was a masterclass in luxury real estate consolidation that had taken Musk nearly a decade to assemble. The portfolio included a 248-square-foot main mansion purchased for $20 million in 2015, featuring 7 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, and amenities that included a gymnasium, wine cellar, large tennis court, and swimming pool with views of the prestigious Bel Air Country Club. This property alone could have satisfied most billionaires' residential requirements, but Musk was building an empire. The main mansion's strategic position within the portfolio provided commanding views over the entire compound while offering the most comprehensive amenity package. The gymnasium facilitated private fitness routines away from public facilities, while the tennis court provided recreational opportunities and entertainment space for hosting athletic competitions among friends and colleagues. The wine cellar in the main mansion complemented similar facilities in other portfolio properties, creating a distributed collection that could support large-scale entertaining across multiple venues simultaneously. The swimming pool's country club views reinforced the property's premium location while providing aquatic recreation. A contemporary 309-square-foot modern home with 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms completed the high-end portion of the package, featuring unfinished contemporary design elements that offered expansive views from city to ocean. The modern aesthetic contrasted beautifully with the traditional elements of other properties, creating a diverse architectural portfolio. The modern home's unfinished status at purchase provided Musk with customization opportunities to create exactly the living environment he envisioned, with contemporary fixtures and minimalist design elements that reflected his evolving aesthetic preferences and technological sophistication. The expansive city-to-ocean views from the modern home created dramatic panoramas that showcased Los Angeles from mountains to coastline, providing natural, entertainment and contemplative spaces that no interior design could replicate. The collection included a modest 2 756-square-foot ranch house and a 3 943-square-foot neoclassical colonial, with 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, both reflecting mid-century design sensibilities that added historical depth to the compound. The 1960s colonial-style property even shared an address with SpaceX headquarters, blending personal and corporate interests seamlessly. The ranch house provided more intimate living spaces that contrasted with the grandeur of larger properties, offering casual entertaining areas and private retreats that balanced the compound's overall scale. And the ranch house provided more intimate living spaces that contrasted with the grandeur of larger properties, offering casual entertaining areas and private retreats that balanced the compound's overall scale and formal atmosphere. This property served as a guest house for visiting family members or business associates who preferred more relaxed accommodations. Zillow's listing described the package as a project for the big thinker, showcasing some of Los Angeles' best views from city to ocean, acknowledging that only someone with vision and resources could fully appreciate the compound's potential. Tavangarian, the buyer, considered combining the properties pending planning permission, recognizing their development possibilities. The sales timing during the COVID-19 pandemic showed remarkable market awareness, as luxury real estate demand remained strong among ultra-wealthy buyers seeking private retreats and investment opportunities during uncertain economic conditions. Gene Wilder's legacy, the $7 million emotional purchase. Perhaps the most emotionally significant property in Musk's portfolio was Gene Wilder's former Bel Air home, a charming 2 756-square-foot ranch that he purchased for $6.75 million in 2013 and sold for $7 million in October 2020. This wasn't just a real estate transaction, it was a preservation of Hollywood history that revealed Musk's unexpectedly sentimental side. The mid-century ranch-style home, built in 1951, featured 5 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms on 0.78 acres, with a kidney-shaped swimming pool and private guest cottage that maintained the authentic charm of 1950s Hollywood glamour. Gene Wilder, the beloved Willy Wonka actor, had owned the property for 30 years until his death in 2016, imbuing every room with creative energy. The 1951 construction date placed the home firmly within Hollywood's golden age architecture, when stars built intimate retreats that prioritized comfort and privacy over ostentatious display. The kidney-shaped pool represented classic mid-century design elements that have become iconic symbols of California lifestyle and entertainment industry glamour. The guest cottage provided additional accommodation that reflected Hollywood's tradition of hosting extended visits from fellow entertainers, writers, and creative collaborators. Gene Wilder's 3-decade residency created layers of artistic history that transformed ordinary rooms into spaces where creative magic had flourished. Musk initially purchased the home to protect the view from his main Bel Air residence across the street and to preserve Wilder's legacy, demonstrating an appreciation for cultural heritage that extended beyond corporate innovation. The property was converted into Ad Astra, a private school for Musk's children and SpaceX employees' kids, giving the space new educational purpose. The view protection strategy reflected sophisticated understanding of luxury real estate principles, where controlling neighboring properties ensures long-term privacy and aesthetic integrity. Musk's investment protected his primary residence while simultaneously preserving an important piece of entertainment history. In his May 2020 tweet, Musk stipulated that the buyer could not tear it down or lose its soul, ensuring its historical integrity would survive his ownership transition. This condition made international headlines, showcasing Musk's respect for cultural preservation despite his minimalist aspirations. Jordan Walker Perlman, Gene Wilder's nephew, and Elizabeth Hunter purchased the property after 4 months of negotiations, with Musk providing a $6.7 million loan to facilitate keeping it in Wilder's family. The modest size contrasted sharply with Musk's other grand mansions, reflecting its personal rather than financial value in his portfolio. Project 42, the mysterious glass palace that never was. Project 42 emerged as Musk's most enigmatic and controversial real estate venture, a secretive initiative involving plans for a futuristic glass-walled residence near Tesla's Austin Gigafactory that would have redefined luxury living. This wasn't just another billionaire's whim. It was an architectural statement that promised to blur the lines between corporate innovation and personal indulgence. The proposed structure featured a predominantly glass edifice with renderings depicting a twisted hexagon or glass cube reminiscent of Apple's iconic Fifth Avenue store. Imagine walking through walls of specialized glass that cost millions of dollars, where transparency becomes the ultimate luxury and privacy transforms into a carefully curated spectacle. The architectural vision pushed boundaries of conventional residential design, incorporating transparent walls that would have created an almost ethereal living experience. The specialized glass required advanced engineering for durability, energy efficiency, and privacy controls, with smart glass technology that could adjust opacity at the touch of a button, creating instant privacy or complete transparency depending on Musk's mood. The design incorporated Cybertruck-inspired aesthetics with angular lines and sleek industrial elements, because apparently when you're worth over $250 billion, your house should match your vehicles. The renderings even included a waterfall feature integrated into the surrounding landscape, adding dramatic flair to what was already shaping up to be Austin's most audacious residential project. The conceptual drawings revealed a structure that would have served as both residence and architectural marvel, with geometric precision that challenged traditional notions of residential comfort. The integration of natural water features with cutting-edge glass technology created a vision of living that blended indoor and outdoor spaces in ways that most architects only dream about achieving. Plans revealed multiple bedrooms, bathrooms, and a fully equipped kitchen, suggesting this glass palace would serve as more than just a corporate showpiece. Some Tesla employees speculated about museum-like components that could showcase Tesla or SpaceX innovations, effectively turning Musk's home into a living exhibition of his technological empire. The residential amenities were designed to complement the structure's futuristic aesthetic, with minimalist furnishings and high-tech appliances that would have created a living space worthy of science fiction films. Smart home integration would have allowed Musk to control everything from lighting to climate with voice commands, or potentially even Neuralink technology, representing the ultimate fusion of human habitation and technological innovation. The project's funding became its Achilles heel when Tesla staff raised concerns about a multi-million-dollar order for specialized glass, prompting questions about corporate resource allocation. The Tesla board launched an internal investigation in July 2023, followed by federal probes from both the SEC and U.S. Attorney's Office, examining whether company funds were misused for Musk's personal benefit. Reports suggest that former Tesla CFO Zachary Kirkhorn's departure in 2023 may have been related to disagreements over projects like Project 42, highlighting the internal corporate strain caused by blending personal and business interests. The controversy extended beyond mere financial concerns to questions of corporate governance and executive accountability. By 2024, reports suggest Musk abandoned Project 42 due to the investigations, pivoting instead to the $35 million family compound. The glass mansion that could have been remains a fascinating glimpse into what happens when unlimited wealth meets architectural ambition, only to crash against the rocks of corporate governance and regulatory scrutiny. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the clip and would want to stay up to date with trendy news about the wealthy, click on the card showing on the screen.